Good afternoon. Joined with head coach Cale Wassermann of the men's soccer program, here to introduce his 2013 recruiting class. Coach, big class kind of for soccer, or 8 members overall. Kind of give us the overview of this class and what it fills with our departing players.
We're really excited about this class. Obviously, we lost some big time contributors, couple starters. But what we did with this class is got a very diverse group of guys, not just where they're from and who they are, but where they play on the field as well. So we think with the group of returners that we have mixed in with these quality student athletes, we think that this year we hope to remain at that top level nationally and in the conference. So we're really happy with what we've done in this year's recruiting class, and we're excited for these guys to get here.
Now, you used the word diverse, and I think that's a good word to use to describe your class. 5 kids from the state of Michigan, 3 international kids. Kind of give us the background on these Michigan kids that you signed.
We're always looking to knock down the doors in our own backyard. I think Michigan is a state that has shown that we have top talent. Every year, the club teams and the colleges show in the region and in the nation that they compete at a high level. So we're excited about the local Michigan talent that we have coming in. But even with inside Michigan, we've got a diverse group with kids from that maybe have an international flavor. Alex Isevsky's got a Macedonian background. We've got Luai Fakuri, Mitchell Palmer, who's from a small town. So we've got quite a mix of not only who they are and where they're from, but also where they play on the field. We've got some defenders, some midfielders, some forwards, all coming in. So I guess to go through one by one, we'll start with Donald Payne. He's from Farmington, Michigan, and he plays for Waza, which is back-to-back state championship winning team. He plays alongside Alex Isevsky, who's a left wing back. And those 2 kids, they've played on the ODP national championship team for the state of Michigan. Obviously, state champions with Waza. So having 2 kids that play together in club is also a good benefit for us because they kind of are on the same page with the system and how they play together. So we're excited for those guys to kind of come in as a package from Waza. They played for Dan Dyack, who's a great coach. I guess going forward, the next guy we'll talk about is Mitchell Palmer. Mitchell is, like I said, a small-town guy. He's from the Jackson area. And I think he's a guy that we're lucky to get because he kind of slipped through the cracks being from a small town, played for a smaller club, but extremely athletic, extremely competitive guy. He'll come in and compete as a central defender for us. So we're really excited for his potential. Going forward, the next 2 guys we'll talk about, one is Luai Fakuri. Luai, another Farmington kid, played for the Novi Jaguars, who have been to back-to-back national championship games, and this past summer won the national championship for the U.S. youth soccer. So to have a kid that just knows how to win, he's been in a good system, I think that says a lot about a player when you're coming from a program that nationally is ranked every year. You come into this system, it's not, deer in the headlights. You know what's expected of you. You know how to train. You know how to prepare yourself. So he's an extremely talented midfielder, very good in possession. So we think he'll add a lot for our midfield. And then lastly, from Michigan, Phil Strachan. Phil's from the Livonia area and comes to us after 2 years at Schoolcraft College, where he helped win a regional championship and was on a team that was 20 wins and 0 losses a couple years ago before suffering a knee injury. So he kind of slipped through the cracks as well. And after seeing him this winter, we knew he was fully recovered. He was ready to go. And he'll come in and compete right away for time in the back for us as a central defender, as well as he showed at his time in junior college at Schoolcraft that he can score goals when you put him at forward. He's just one of the most athletic, hardworking kids you're going to find, and he's going to add a lot. So we've got a great core of 5 Michigan kids, and we're excited what each and every one of them bring to the table.
Now, you talked a little bit about that international flavor, and something that you've since you've been here have really started bringing in some international players and mixing them with the local homegrown kids. Mm-hmm. Talk about how these 3 are going to mix in with your team.
Yeah, I think in our situation and what we have to offer in the state of Michigan, we're always going to be heavy Michigan kids, maybe in the 80% range. But it's great when you can add in some cultural diversity, some experience from other countries. So we've added 3 additions this year that we're extremely excited about. First, we'll start with Jordan Kalk. Jordan is from Richmond Hill, which is a suburb of Toronto, and plays on one of the top club teams over there. And Jordan is, when I say speed kills, speed kills. I mean, he is one of the fastest players that you'll see in a long time. He can score goals, he can create. And what I like about him the most is his off-the-ball work defensively and runs off the ball in the attack. So Jordan will come in right away and compete for heavy minutes his freshman year, and we're excited about him. He's a left winger. He can play forward. He can play on both sides of the field. So he's going to come in right away. He was a late addition for us that is going to help us tremendously going forward. And then our next two are from a little further away from Toronto and Michigan. But first we'll start with Aaron Gerwig. Aaron is a goalkeeper from Freiburg area in Germany, which is the southwest part of Germany. And we lost a great goalie this year in Jason Wise. He was an All-American, and we've got two very good goalies on our roster already. But to keep it competitive and see who's going to play out and become the starter, it was great to add in Aaron there to make our core group of goalies a lot stronger. And so his presence, being 6'5", 6'6", is going to give us an element that it's going to be hard to deal with for teams if they're trying to serve balls in us or take shots from distance, just because he covers so much ground. So he's going to be a big addition. And then lastly, Sadiq Balarabe, who has got a very multicultural background, having parents from Nigeria and Ghana, grew up in London, England, and then actually ended up playing junior college for Jason Smith at Jackson Community College in Michigan. So he's been from all over the world, but he's semi-local in the last 2 years, living in Michigan. But one of the more powerful kids you'll see in the attack. He's strong, he's fast, he's left-footed, and I think he'll pair very well with some of the guys that we already have on the team, whether it's guys that we have up top that can play next to him, or if we play with five midfielders, I think we'll have guys that can create, and he'll draw a lot of attention his first year. So I think with this international flair added to our already strong Michigan ties, this is a very, very strong class. We're excited about this year, and we're excited for these guys, not only what they want to do on the field, but they've all expressed high goals, not only in the classroom, but what they want to do after college. And just when you have a group of kids that are motivated in the classroom and on the soccer field, and they all come to your program ready to work, only good things can happen.
Coach, appreciate you coming in today and talking about your class. Good luck in the fall. We look forward to another strong run in the conference and the national scene.
Yep, thank you very much.